These egotistical terrorists that call themselves the government try to terrorize Americans. We are not sheep. We would not bow down. We the people will not follow. It's time for us to rise up and show the other people how. Let's grab our long rifles and open carry in public. Let us exercise our rights. We the people will fight for what we believe in. The Constitution is not a lie. It's our way of life. Stand up at DontComply.com.
Don't Comply Radio Show. Nick Allen took all my money for bail. On the Don't Comply Radio Show. Sit back, we're gonna give them hell.
Welcome to Don't Comply Radio. Coming at you live from behind enemy lines. Well, considering Patriots are considered enemies, that would be my home, but nevertheless.
The front line is everywhere.
That didn't work out too well.
On the Don't Comply Radio Show, where you'll find guy talk, news, and sports without all that news. Always with a patriotic, liberty-minded bias and with touch of free man syndrome. So pop open a beer, sit down, hang out a few, and enjoy. Now to introduce the hosts of the show, Phoenix Horton, Murdoch Pisgatti, and our permanent special guest, Jonathan Knotts, a.k.a. Spill. All here on Don't Comply Radio.
Good morning, Murdoch. Spill.
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
It's nowhere near morning.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can pretend it is.
I'm down with that. I just had my bacon and eggs.
Right on.
Actually, that sounds pretty good right now.
The sky is falling. The world is ending. The government shut down. We're on day 11. My buddies at the EPA are walking around their empty buildings, kind of like I Am Legend, Will Smith.
Didn't they call them back to work? Or was that the FEMA workers?
Just the FEMA in that particular area.
Well, it's something like only 15% that's even off work, right? Or shut down.
Yeah. And, everything's getting done. People are mowing the lawn over there in D.C. at the parks. I mean, come on.
The private citizens are.
Really,
yeah.
All they did was shut down the park so that we couldn't get in, pretty much. That was it. It ain't really a government shutdown. They don't shut down the government. I want to see Obama go home. Oh, wait, he is home.
Wait, that's a federal building. Maybe they should shut that down, too.
That's what I'm saying. Send him back to, I was going to say the ghetto, but,
I couldn't believe the pictures of the World War II vets being arrested, put into paddy wagons for visiting their own memorial.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of POS cops would do that and have the balls?
Well, they're definitely oath breakers.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they had a lineup of people like, you're a douche, you're a douche, you're a douche, you guys are in.
No officer that really respects the oath that they took to the Constitution would ever do anything like that. And I hope that they just get completely ostracized from their department. I hope they get ostracized from their church, from their local communities. I hope that they feel what they've done.
Well, considering they live in D.C., probably not.
One can hope.
Probably never realized.
Well, truth and liberty is rising, and hopefully patriots like you and me will help perpetuate this and get it going.
Help open the eyes to the ones that are blind.
Well, speaking about my first story, I really want to talk about
news. We're going to news first.
No,
I got a poop joke.
my gripe of the day.
All right, crap of the day.
The new toll roads in Dallas, and I'm having a moral struggle with it because toll roads are okay if we were in a full free market and the government wasn't stealing all my money to pay for the roads that are there. But considering that they're taking my money, saying that they're going to build us roads, I shouldn't have to pay for a toll road. And now every single road that they've built in Dallas in the last 10 years has been a toll road, and now they're taking over 635 and 35 with these new express lanes. And get this is the newest thing. They're not going to be a set price anymore. it's going to be dependent on traffic. So if traffic's heavier, then they're going to start price gouging you, and to get on the toll road, it's going to be, exponentially higher.
Right, but you do realize the effect of this. So say it starts getting real crowded. As you slow down and get further and further to just a complete standstill and parking lot, you're paying more. You're paying more to sit still.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
you're already on it.
I guess their hope is less people will get on it if it's really expensive, and that'll keep the traffic flowing.
It's very ironic because the reason they built these toll roads is so you could go real fast through there. But no. We're going to charge you now that we're going to go slow. We're going to charge you more. Oh, that's just great.
Beautiful.
And I got to sit on a public road this morning for 10 minutes while they were working on an area where they're connecting it to a toll road. Mm-hmm. 635 gets completely blocked by the police in the morning at like 4 a.m. when I happen to be going to work.
Wait, you go to work at 4 a.m.?
Some mornings.
Sucks to be you, man.
It does.
Yeah, but what time does he get off of work?
Yeah.
I got off about noon today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, is that why I saw you online earlier?
Probably.
Is he ready to do the show? What's going on? I'm confused. I can't say much. I get up at like 3. Yeah.
On the days that you actually work.
Watch yourself.
Those wonderful state jobs.
You are state. Is none of that shut down?
No, dude, I was jacked. I was like, yeah, the government shut down, not y'all. Oh, this sucks.
You do realize that these toll roads are being built where previous roads were already at, which is against Texas law.
Yeah, they must not be because it's illegal to do that.
They do something. No, it's a new road because they ripped up the old one. Even so, they're playing loophole games. And then on top of that, they sell these off the leases for 99 years to Spanish companies, to not even American companies. And these people get to dictate whatever toll that they want for the next 99 years, and the city has no control over what they will charge. And and typically toll roads were only in place to pay for the road. And once the road was paid for, the toll went away and it became a free road.
Well, you can always look at the silver lining and say that,
the what?
Our infrastructure probably won't last 99 years.
Well, yeah. Well, with all the tolls that they're taking, they can keep that road going.
I mean, once the dollar collapses, maybe they'll start taking Bitcoin at the toll road.
Or silver.
Yeah.
It's true though. When they first made toll roads, it was to pay for the road. It was so that people could use it and pay for the road. And then eventually it went away. But no, the contractors are so greedy, and the government is too, that the contractors pay the government enough, or let's say the cities, enough to where they can keep them open and keep running them. What do they do with this money is what I want to know. They're not building more roads.
Pack it in their pockets.
Paying interest on the debt and sticking it in their pockets.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's my point of the whole thing. I mean, really, what does it come to where that we got to the point where we're okay watching that happen? When did this happen?
I don't know. Maybe the truckers need to get on those toll roads and do a little slow down themselves and start costing them a lot of money.
I like that idea.
I do too.
I wonder how that's going in Washington. I heard some story they were trying to bring in troops to stop them from blocking the D.C. roads, but I don't know if that's true.
That was all a dream that they had.
Let's go to Billy Bob in Washington, D.C. and see what he has to say about it. Oh, right. We don't have that footage yet.
No.
We will have it.
We may get a little footage in the morning when some of our Don't Comply reporters are going to be on scene in D.C. A couple of the military guys putting their boot to a couple barricades.
Nice.
They're planning on being there early in the morning.
So we're going to air that next time?
Hopefully we'll get a report from them, assuming they're not locked up.
Right. Yeah, they've got some banners to hang up before they get to kicking.
Awesome.
So that should be at the World War II Memorial tomorrow. We got a lot to look forward to. Also, we're going to get some reports of those D.C. truckers and on their way into town, and they're going to have the hashtags and Don't Comply real big on their window, and they're hopefully just going to get let right by all these truckers.
Very nice.
Man, I love it. That is awesome news. Love it.
So yesterday morning, I was in a big high-rise building, and they were going green, and so they locked down the normal doors, and they've got this big automatic revolving door thing. And I'm playing on my phone as usual, Facebooking, looking at stuff, walking through, and as I'm coming out, you know, being the southern gentleman that I am, there was an old lady coming, and I normally would hold the door or something, so I awkwardly turn around and grab a hold of the door, forgetting that I'm in a big rotating circle.
Ouch! Ouch!
It was one of those moments, you know. Do I just let go, or you know?
Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it's gonna be ouch, ouch.
Luckily, there wasn't other people in there that all got, you know, stopped. But it's
Am I the only one that feels like an idiot when you walk through a rotating door?
Yeah, I don't use them other than this place because they lock the others.
Well,
It's
most
very
of them have
awkward.
those side doors you can use, so if you go through it, it's your own
Yeah,
recognizance. I mean, you're the one doing it, so if you feel like an idiot, you are.
This place claims to be green. They are locking the regular doors and make you go through this electric center line.
What's
How's
the
that
point
green
of
if it's
that?
electric?
How is that green?
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
I'm thinking it doesn't let out or in as much hot or cold air, and they can regulate the building.
Oh, but we can run the electricity to turn it around. Oh, yeah, that's going to make it greener. Yeah, okay.
You know, to each their own. You know. So what other stories are we going to get into today? We had a really big, exciting meeting last night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tell us all about that.
Yeah, it was a Oathkeeper meeting. Stuart Rhodes, the founder, came to Garland, Texas, and we all met up. There was a pretty packed room, about 80 of us, military, police, first responders, and other people that respect the Constitution and want to restore it to its original meaning. And I got up and talked a little bit about the October 19th Come and Take It San Antonio Line in the Sand event. Everybody was real responsive to that. Everybody wanted to come, passed out some flyers and info. Stuart Rhodes had a really, really good speech. It's on DVD that you can get now. And he talked about moving forward and trying to get everyone a little more prepared for any type of crisis situation, grid down or more government shutdown or what have you, and organize first responder teams in your neighborhood to your towns and outward of medics and people with the knowledge to, you know, maybe some engineers, people that could, you know, in a crisis scenario, say if there was a big, huge tornado, there'd be other people besides just the government itself, you know, in FEMA, wherever they are, that can go and get those systems back online and restore some order to a neighborhood.
Yeah, it's a great idea. We need to start those type of networks with people around us.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, some of the first suggestions were start at your family level and have everyone there, someone trained with CPR, you know, basic medical, have some first aid kits around, have somebody that you know, and on and on. So we'll get into details on that later. And so the meeting went really great. A lot of people there. We packed it out, and we enjoyed it a lot.
Well, talking about
Sounds like
hooking
you
up,
had a good time.
yeah, hooking up with the communities and stuff. I know Murdoch's seen it. Spill, I don't know if you have. There's a new app coming out. They're in a Kickstarter phase, raising money for it. It's called Peacekeeper app.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did hear about
that?
it. Yeah.
Now, let me preface this that this thing's only going to be good if the grid's still up.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know that it's necessarily for, you know, end times or anything of that nature. But it's really cool. It'd be a great way to get to know your neighbors, going around and getting them signed up for this.
Explain what it does here.
Yeah,
Basically,
basically, it's like an emergency service. You'll sign up your friends and neighbors, you know, whoever is close to you. Some people might be good at medical or, you know, might have weapons that could respond to a burglary or something like that. But so you'll pull up your app, say, hey, I'm getting robbed. And so instead of waiting 5 minutes for a cop, your neighbor next door.
5 minutes? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 5 minutes?
Your neighbor next door or, you know, 3 neighbors might all get the alert and they're, you know, 10 seconds away. Or a medical emergency, someone in the neighborhood might be a nurse. You know, they're 10 seconds away. You're not waiting on an ambulance.
Because when seconds count, police are only minutes away.
Amen. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I have some friends in the neighborhood. I'm going to have everyone signed up, and
that's a great call tree, you know, phone tree type type program that.
So it's the neighborhood watch to the next level. Like,
Yeah.
You know, is for people who actually care. It's not for oh, I'm in the neighborhood watch. It's for I'm here to watch my neighborhood. So I like it.
They're in their Kickstarter phase, which is a money-raising process. It's a website online, and you can go and donate and be part of the project.
Awesome. That's good. It's good. It's good.
There was a big Q&A at the end of the Oath Keeper meeting with Stuart Rhodes. He talked about everybody coming to the San Antonio event, and it ended really well. Now, afterwards, a buddy and me went across the street to a bar and wanted to get into that story, but I think we'll hit a commercial first and get into what happened.
At the bar, huh?
And the dilemma that followed.
Alex Pones here with key information. The U.S. government is a Ponzi scheme that relies on the Treasury continuously selling large amounts of government bonds to foreign central banks. With the U.S. antagonizing China by calling them currency manipulators, the Federal Reserve, which is already buying about 70% of all U.S. treasuries, will soon be the only buyer left. Our friends at the National Crank Inflation Association believe the U.S. dollar will soon become worthless, and Americans will see the purchasing power of their incomes and savings destroyed. I strongly urge my fellow Americans to sign up for the NCIA newsletter at www.crankinflation.com. If you're sick and tired of the propaganda and the radio and want to learn how you can possess the last thing on earth that you can use to earn a living, find answers at www.crankinflation.com. Because when money is worthless, you can always earn a meal sporting a rock-solid crank. Remember, the site is www.crankinflation.com.
Where did our producer go? Oh, welcome back.
Hey, do we got more commercials rolling here? What's going on?
I can't hear the audio from them.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I need to get into this story? Yes, I do. Buddy of mine and me hopped across the street to the TGI Fridays and sat down to have a beer. Well, one of the little drunken blondes at the end of the bar was smiling and giggling and doing the whole flirting thing. Finally came over.
It was a girl, right?
Wait, with you? With you?
With both of us, yeah.
But the blonde was a female?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I need to?
We just want to make sure. We don't know what's going on here. We need the whole picture.
Yeah, we weren't in that type of bar. We were in just a TGI Friday.
We don't know with you. We don't know.
And so she came up and pretty much presented herself like that she was in the mood. And being the good wingman that I was, I went ahead and paid up his tab so that he could take off out the door with her.
What? I'm taking you next time, even though I don't need one.
Yeah, it ended up fairly well for the other people involved. And I went to talk to my other friend today about this story, and I got halfway into it, and he's like, whoa. She was drunk, and he went home with her. So the moral dilemma here is it okay?
How drunk was he?
Should you be drunk too? Do you need to be matching drunk to have this morally okay? Or is this a bar that obviously she's a regular at and probably does this regularly?
It's a lot of assumptions.
You're calling her very promiscuous right now. We're trying to figure this out because in my eyes, what I see is there's a bar, there's a lady, there's a man with a wingman. We'll put that out there. Regular. And I'm sorry, bedroom eyes or bedroom eyes, drunk or not. Now,
I think there's
the moral, what you're asking, the moral is she too drunk for him to take her home, or are they both equally drunk enough to take each other home? In which case, does it really matter?
But is one
if she's
is one taking advantage of the lady because she may be out of her senses because she's incapacitated to a degree?
Well, let's flip it. Let's flip it. What about the same scenario? Okay, say that I'm at the bar, okay, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this girl and I'm all bedroom eyed and whatnot, and she comes up and, hey, you want to roll? I'm like, yeah, and I wake up more like, what the did I just do? It's
Smash
the same
drunk?
scenario.
I don't think it works the other way around, because if you've actually had too much to drink, then you can't make anything happen. So
Yeah,
men
you're
are
not
kind
getting
of self-regulating.
I don't want to hear about your problems.
You're not getting it up.
But I don't have that problem, so let's go on with the story.
That's because you
Oh,
haven't
here
been
comes-
drunk in 20 years.
Let's go
You're
with
probably
that.
immune to beer at this point.
So, the decision is
Is it okay or not?
it?
Well, like I
Again,
said,
it goes-
it's at a point. It's like drinking and driving. If you had a beer, I think you're fine to drive. If you had 20, maybe somebody should step in.
Yeah, maybe so.
So now sex is like driving. All right. Pedal to the
Kinda
metal,
is.
baby. Pedal to the metal.
So it's a SUI, sex under the influence?
Right?
Yeah.
What are you going to get charged with here? I don't get it.
So, random thought of the day, Donkey Kong. Where was the donkey and how was it involved with the game?
It's a good.
Really?
The Kong of donkeys?
I know the gorilla's name was Donkey Kong, I guess, but he's definitely
Yeah.
not a donkey. I'm pretty sure he's a
Right.
gorilla.
Actually,
there was
his name was Kong.
Kong, yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's
So
the donkey from?
That's the part I'm confused about as well.
I think his name was Donkey.
Donkey! oh, man.
No donkey. No. Bad donkey.
Oh.
If I gave one iota of a care, I'd go Google it for you, but
I don't feel like it.
Nah.
I don't feel like it. I got a really cool thing that's happening right now. Y'all might want to hear about. Have you heard about the vaporizing beer thing?
No.
Check it out. They have this new thing where they take a special little machine that pumps oxygen through any alcoholic beverage that you want, and pumps it through there to where you put a little straw in there, not going there. Put a little straw in there and you suck it in. And
Wait, what was that?
It takes-
show us. Will you show us that again?
Show us that one more time.
I was just confused on the
I
process.
was coughing.
Oh,
But anyway, yeah, and then you inhale it, and the effects hit your bloodstream so fast because it's in your lungs that it makes you drunk. But here's the problem. It's so powerful that it makes you not only drunk, but very sick, like overdose, as in alcohol poisoning.
So you're freebasing it, basically?
Yes, exactly where I was going with it. Thank you very much.
Facing beer?
Yes. It's happening a lot, actually. It's in
I
bars.
like it. Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll try it. I'm down. I would definitely try it one time.
You know, our cuz kept trying to convince me that there's got to be some way to powderize it and make a powder alcohol.
What, we're going to sniff it now in
I
the
like
bathroom?
that idea.
Hey,
Like-
did you go
like
sniff a
east
beer?
out.
I did.
You'd have Shinerbach powder.
Yeah.
You pop
I'm
one
sure-
at work. And
I'm pretty sure they just call it Bach. Did you get a Bach? Yeah, I got 2 Bachs.
Well, see, eventually then we were going to turn it into little, like, the melting mouth strips that you put in.
You're
But
very
would it
clever.
still smell like alcohol? That's the point. Would it?
Maybe it'd be a peppermint schnapps, cinnamon flavored.
So now it's a breath mint that makes you feel,
You don't
yeah!
know. You don't know. Don't judge me.
I'm telling you.
I do what I want.
But again, back to the vaporizing beer, or liquor. It's so powerful that it's making people very ill and sick. So I don't know how well it's going to catch on, but it's a great idea, and I would definitely like to try it and tell you personally what it does.
Well, we'll be expecting that on the next episode of Don't Comply Radio.
I will have to do my
It's
homework.
making everyone sick, and they're dying and turning into monkeys. But it's a great idea.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Wonderful.
You know.
I thought it looks cool. It looks cool in the bar. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what's that dude doing?
Wait, they're doing this
I
at the bars?
want to get.
What?
I want to get really sick too.
Whoa. They're doing
Yes.
it
Yes.
hold on.
You can Google it right now.
Which bar?
Right?
Yeah.
Don't get
It's
me
a-
wrong, I'd try it.
It's overseas. They're doing it right now. We haven't got it here yet. You know, we're always the last people to get it.
Is it illegal? If not, we should join.
No, it's
that,
not
right?
illegal. It's not illegal.
Yet.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that is a good yes. Not yet.
Well, you know, there's all sorts of drugs that do a lot of really bad things to you. But you know the most dangerous thing about marijuana?
The police?
Getting caught with it.
Yeah.
The most dangerous part about smoking pot is getting caught with it.
Did they ever make what was that stuff? that they were trying to make illegal? Salvia or something?
Yeah.
Did they ever do anything about that? I remember it was a media scare for a while, and they were going to try to make it illegal.
I don't think they'd be able to, because it's part of this. It's Salvia divinorum, which is one of the plants that it's a variety of the plants that's used really readily all across Texas as landscaping. So
no, it's illegal in some states. I just didn't know in Texas.
But it's
really illegal for the reasons of the way that people acted and started posting videos and things like that. Only reason it's a moral thing that they did not make it legal there. But yeah, most places it is because they can't.
Moral.
Yeah, it's a moral reason. Yes.
You think people act real moral after they're really drunk and?
No. A moral as in the community says that's wrong. That's not right.
Well, I've seen some really bad.
He's just saying public opinion of it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And that's why it was out loud. And it's not even in states; it's in towns and cities and counties. It's not full states yet.
Well, and because it was one of those drugs that makes you realize everyone's connected, and they're like, "Oh man, I love everyone. We should all be friends." And then the government can't have that.
Again, you're categorizing it as a drug. It's not really a drug because it's not illegal. So it's just a substance.
Drug in a way, but okay, I'll give you
drugs. There's legal drugs.
Yeah. But if they put the tag drug on it, it lets again with the community, it's immoral, Yeah.
At least they weren't eating people like the bath salts.
Your face looks yummy. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. So it's like DMT.
Really, just lick your face. Okay,
No.
I'm just checking, boy. That sounds great.
It was a zombie
apocalypse
flashback, yeah. But yeah, those ones like salvia and DMT and things, they really do kind of make you feel a connection with all of the energy around you, and you kind of get a bigger picture of things. You stop worrying about just the structure that we have here in the police city and the. What's going on over there?
Nothing, man. I'm having some technical difficulties. My guy on the couch is not understanding what I'm telling him.
Guy.
Hello, guy.
Hey, guy.
Hello.
I think
it's all worked out now. Sorry about that. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah. Moving on.
All right. How about government programs and the differences between republic, a democracy, and just a voluntarious society?
And PBS.
PBS and the NAP and the NSA and what other alphabets can we go through? And people need to stop calling me.
OMG.
People stop calling me. We do need to get our call-in number up and running and
that would be nice.
Yes.
I was going to have some guests tonight, and we'll make it happen next week. I've been on several I've been on several other podcasts and shows like the Conspiracy Corner and Tyranny Talk the last couple of weeks, and I think we're going to try to get a couple of those guys on here and let them throw their 2 cents in on our show too.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Back to government programs. All right, what about let's give a construct of this next discussion. Let's say welfare. It's a government program. It's required for me to pay for it under law, whether I want to or not. It supposedly represents the will of the people. A majority of people want welfare. So, if the majority of the people do want welfare, wouldn't it work just fine? Wouldn't enough people donate and put into it that it works if it wasn't a law? If the majority of people wanted to pay, that if the majority of people didn't want to pay, then it really doesn't represent the will of the people. And why are we following orders under a law that the majority of the people don't want?
Yeah, I have one opinion.
Discuss.
I understand what you're saying, and I do. My thing is, if like you say, it's the people's decision, right? More or less, that's what they're telling us it is.
Should be.
But okay, if it's not, which it's not, and we have to pay, I believe that everybody who's on welfare should have to pee test. They should not be able to drink beer. They should not be able to smoke drugs, whatever it is, because most let me say most, 99% of them do, because they have nothing else to do with their lives, and that's what they do. And that's the reason why they're on whatever it is with the help of the government. So I believe wholeheartedly that they should be drug tested for beer, tobacco, and alcohol. Drugs. That's just my personal opinion. I believe so. If I've got to pay for it anyway, no matter what I say, in my opinion, does not matter, I have to pay for it, then I think they should have to pee in a cup and tell me.
If we
and
could change,
if they don't, then they should not get it, period. I don't
if we
care
could change the law to be more tyrannical and say, oh, well, now you have to pee, oh, now you have to do this and that, why can't we just say, how about you not get it at all unless you can, get it through another means? Growing up, I remember getting food every day from churches and getting support and clothes from them. There's no reason that it has to be stolen from me to be given to someone else. I've given to charities. I'd be a lot more welcome to give to charities if a couple $100 extra weren't coming out of my check every single week. And everybody else.
And being wasted in government bureaucracy
Yes.
and the wasteful projects of the government. They do nothing but waste money because they know they're going to get the money regardless of whether they waste it or spend it properly. So they've got no incentive to be financially fiscally responsible with the money.
And that's the whole definition of, what a dictator or, what a tyranny looks like, is when every single rule that applies to you no longer applies to them. If I came into your house and stole your rifle and said, oh, I'm going to sell it and give the money to a poor person, well, that doesn't solve anything. I can't steal out of your bank account and say it's for, it has a good intention. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah. So, yeah, the P tests and all that. If I've got to do a P test to make the money, they should have a P test to get the payout. It's a good theory, but I think the debate is not that. It's broader. It's whether or not
I understand what you're saying.
Actually, running this program.
The problem is we do not have a say in it right now. And as of right now, if we do that, you know how much that would cut out?
Sure.
But don't get me wrong. We would still have to pay it either way, and that money would still be there. But at least
but I'm wanting to go further. I'm wanting to get past that and become a society where we do things on a voluntary basis and things aren't stolen from people just to be given to somebody else. The government, it's violence. The whole structure of the government, they have nothing, they produce nothing. All they do is through the barrel of a gun, through the threat and coercion of violence, steal from one person to give to another. That is the entire function of the government at this point.
I understand what you're saying. I do.
But there's nothing they do that we couldn't do on our own.
Originally it was...
And that's your point, Phoenix. That right there is the exact point we need to do. What's wrong with screw the government, stop the government, let's take care of our own communities. Let us as a state, as a community, as the county, as a city, take care of our own people. Who says we can't do that anyway?
We're too lazy for that. I've got a comfy couch and Honey Boo Boo. So
what does that have to do with it?
I don't want to get out there and actually do something.
Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly. I know America does not want to. I say America. What I mean is that other 50%, not us. But it's true. We're lazy. We're very. I'm trying not to cuss here, okay? I got a little upset there, okay? I'm trying not to cuss, but it's true. We're very, very lazy, and it's just time for us to take care of ourselves. It's not that hard to do.
Yeah, and people only get away with what they're allowed to get away with. I don't have sick days or vacation days at my work. So, no matter how sick or crap I feel, I still go in to make that money. Had I had the opportunity, had I had 2 weeks of sick days, I probably would have used them all at some point. So the same thing with welfare or, any other government program. If they can fall back on it, then they're not going to try as hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's how it goes. The government originally was designed to, help respect my property rights and keep it safe, and to keep people from attacking me, the initiation of force against me. And we gave them the rights to initiate force against people and violate property rights.
That wasn't very smart.
No. That didn't seem to work out too well, huh?
Well, I mean, it wasn't really like that, especially with taxation in the beginning. There wasn't an income tax. There wasn't a property tax. There was no tax on Americans. All the money up until, I think, 1940s and 50s was made off tariffs, and, we taxed the trade of other countries that wanted to trade with us. It's a very recent thing to start stealing from the population.
And we won a couple wars. We had built the whole D.C. and White House, and we had roads and all sorts of stuff for these taxes on every bit of my income. The income before I get the check, the income when I spend it at the store. I mean, I'm getting it both ways from Sunday.
Yeah, you're getting taxed every which way you look. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're doing. I mean, I could buy literally a tax-free item, and I'm still getting taxed. Why? Because my money was taxed before I even got there.
Yeah. When I rent a hotel, I get the room. I have a city tax. I have a state tax. I usually have like a local, convention center tax or whatever that they're wanting to build in that city.
And some off-the-wall highway tax. What the hell is that?
And then I get the tax on everything, the 8.25% on top of that. So
yeah,
where does it end?
It doesn't.
And it's never enough. Every year they still spend 4 times as much as they take in, and the taxes keep exponentially growing.
We're just going to raise the ceiling.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. The debt ceiling's...
And we have a president that says, just because we raise the debt ceiling doesn't make our debt go up.
If they would,
it won't mean we'll spend any more. No.
If they would quit doing this, okay, we have $20. Let's print some more. Let's print. Now we have $10 zillion. Now we're good. We can just go ahead. What's that do? It makes $1 paper.
And it's
That's
worthless.
what it makes it.
And it's worthless. Hey, let's hit a commercial real quick. We'll come back with a little bit more and then wrap up our show. Maybe turn up the volume a little bit on it. It was a little quiet last time.
Tired of police harassing you for not wearing your seatbelt? Tired of the TSA putting their hands down your pants just to get on an airplane? Well, don't just stand there. Pick up the phone and order freedom. Yes, freedom can make your life worth living again. If you call within the next 15 minutes, your order will include a small box of leftover freedom from the pre-9/11 days, as well as 3 of the 6 amendments the Patriot Act destroyed. Ask the technician that's standing by to upgrade your order now for an additional 75 cents, and you can get an official 3-carat chunk of freedom left over from America before that douche Lincoln turned the Reconstruction. Shout out all that America stood for. Act now! All orders will include fully automatic assault rifles, grenades, and 3,000 rounds of ammo. Expect 7 to 12 business days for shipping, not valid in Indiana or California. Those bitches can suck it.
My bad, dude.
What?
My pen fell and hit a button, and I was all like, "Oh, what happened?"
Oh, it was that happened once in a million, and you could never do it again type thing.
Never, ever again. I mean, it was amazing. I was like, "Really, really?" Of course.
Yeah.
Are we continuing our government talk, or are we getting into news?
Yeah, let's go into a little news. We've already completely beat that dead horse.
Phoenix, I know you're with me on this. The NSA's data center.
Yeah, that was my favorite story of the day.
How does it crash 10 times? Why? Because they won't quit spying on us. That's why.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Is it's one of my. I was happy when I first read the story, but then as I started thinking about it, I got kind of pissed off because they already spent $2 billion building this NSA spy center up in Utah.
Yeah, but that was probably their money. I mean, it did,
Yeah,
they probably earned it.
It did come out of our
somewhere.
pockets.
No.
And so I'm reading the headline,
Okay.
and it's like, oh, there's an electrical glitch, and it blows up half of their equipment, and it's going to delay the NSA building from being built for a year. And then you read a little further down, and it's, but it's going to cost another $500,000. You're like, oh, that's our money still.
Wait. It was 3 million. Thank you very much.
$3 million?
Yes. I got the story right here. Okay.
Well, they just spent $600 million on the Obamacare website, so that's not really
It's still not working. That's still not working.
I mean, $3 million is pocket change.
Was that an Onion story I came across that said that they found out exactly how many people had actually signed up, and it was 17?
I don't know. I know some of the states, like
I don't know.
had 2. Hawaii hasn't been able to sign up anyone because their website doesn't work, period.
So it may have really been 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like
No.
about right.
It's theoretical.
Wait,
Speaking
if the website
of-
doesn't work, how does 17 sign up? That's what I want to know.
Speaking of misinformation, yes, the Obama closing down the trucker highways with the National Guard seemed to be just some real misinformation. But let's revisit a story that we talked about last week. There, Tony Pisgatti.
Is that the one Jonathan brought up about the phone numbers?
1-800.
Oh, is that what that was? Oh, I see how it is.
AYOU. You may have thought that this was
Let's actually
Obamacare.
listen and finish the whole
Okay.
conversation here. Yeah.
If you are trying to reach Obamacare, press 1. If you are not trying to reach Obamacare, press 2.
Oh, what? All right.
Welcome to 1-888-FREE-SEX. If you are a man seeking a woman, press 1. If you are a woman seeking a man, press 2. If you are a man seeking a man, press 3.
Sorry.
Phoenix.
That was wrong. I got fooled.
Wow. I'm not sure how far shams go, but that was a pretty good one. I'm sorry, that was pretty good.
Well, when I really realized I was wrong was when I was editing the show, and I hear him say Obamacare, and I'm like, oh, wait. The government doesn't actually call it Obamacare. It's called the Affordable Care Act or something.
But you know what? I'll tell you this though. Everybody that I've told this to freaking loves it. They don't even care. This
Doesn't
thing
matter.
just went
Doesn't
so
matter.
far. But what I want to know is how many guys actually stopped and went, "Oh well, I'm a guy." Hey,
Wait,
I want to know how many guys actually did that.
Hold on. It says if you're trying to reach Obamacare, press 1.
What does that do?
What does that do?
I mean, Obama got him free phones. He might as well get him. Oh, it says free sex line.
Hold on.
That's probably
If
government
you are
paid
trying
for.
to reach Obamacare, press 1. If you are not trying...
Oh, snap.
This is Lacey.
See if you can
Welcome
sign
to
up.
the Health
Help.
Insurance Marketplace. Para continuar en español, marque
Man, if
dos
we had an
ahora.
operator on the phone, that would be awesome.
It would be.
Let's get started.
I doubt you
What
will.
state do you live in? I need to know where you are looking for coverage to find the insurance options that are right for you.
Texas.
Texas? Oh, it said city. So, did it really transfer me? Is that what just happened?
Oh.
What was that? Texas. Is that correct? Please
Yes.
say yes or no. I still didn't understand.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll tell her to suck it.
Like most. Okay. Well, there you go.
I don't care. It was still awesome. It was still awesome.
All right. All right. Moving on.
I want to say, so the Come and Take It Temple event, we had, we pushed it on our blog. Oath Keepers pushed it on their blog. There wasn't a whole lot more than that. We had, 400 or 500 people show up.
Yeah.
Man, the Come and Take It San Antonio's been hitting major headline news. We're going to take over the Alamo, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
Definitely.
And that was Temple in the middle of nowhere in Texas. This is a prime city at a prime location.
It has really gone viral. DontComply.com originally posted this event. It's with help of Open Carry Texas, Texas Carry, Gun Rights Against America, Oath Keepers. Everybody's getting involved, and it has gone viral. Just the other day, Stuart Rhodes, founder of Oath Keepers, was on InfoWars, and they talked about it and started promoting it, and it's just gone off the charts. It's getting wild.
Going to take the power back.
So, Murdoch.
October 19th?
Murdoch.
Yes.
Are you going to be front and center?
Yeah, I will be there.
With
So
this
our
lockout.
very own DontComply.com DC radio, Murdoch Pisgatti will be there front and center. So if you want to meet him, be there.
I will be on stage rubbing elbows with some big wigs like our Texas Land Commissioner, Jerry Patterson, who has really come out and just put his foot down about the Second Amendment, and he's just tired of what's going on. We've got some other pending news right now that we haven't I can't talk about it yet.
Wait. When can you talk
Leave
about
me
it?
hanging here.
We'll let it shake out a little bit. It has to do with the Austin, our Austin event that we were thinking about.
So we got
doing.
a little bit.
We're considering doing an Austin event, but we're gonna go through some proper channels and see if we can get it resolved before storming the castle, as it were.
Right.
But San Antonio,
That city is the UN front, ain't it?
well, you know, I called that
If I'm
place
not
home
mistaken,
for a while.
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this your home for quite some time?
Yeah.
That was back when he was a hippie, though.
Who says I'm not a hippie now?
Hundreds of
wait.
Americans following you on Don't Comply. Hello.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Stand up.
Well, cool. So yeah, San Antonio, man, it's going to be a big deal. Sergeant C.J. Grisham is going to be there talking. Absolutely. A lot of people have been wanting to meet him. He's going to be on stage and in the crowd. So come on out. Meet all of the Open Carry Texas people. It's just going to be an amazing event. All of our local chapters of the Come and Take It America groups are all going to be there in force, showing up from all over. I had some suggestions. I thought some people had told me that we need to do like they do at all of the delegate sessions, where every city has like their own sign from their own chapter or from their own precinct. And
you're just now putting that out there. Oh, if you're listening, oh my gosh, if you're listening, please do this. Everybody bring and represent where you're from and what it's all about. Man, that'd be awesome. That'd be great to see so many flags flying. And we got to get video footage of this. How can we? Who can we get to get video footage of this so we can put it on the next show?
I believe we already have a photographer.
Who?
Murdoch?
Yep. I believe that one's on hiatus, so we're going to have probably some other ones.
Okay. Good. That's going to be awesome. Sounds like a great event. I wish I could be there.
Also, if anybody has a ranch or a big property close to the San Antonio area, please let us know. We're trying to plan kind of an after event barbecue hangout, and so everybody can just come and relax and, you know, not being in front of all the cameras and the limelight that event is going to bring with it.
Right. And as always, bring your long guns. Please, people, bring your long guns. Represent and show support.
Or your black powder pistol.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's right. Yes.
I got to tell you, today for dinner, I went and ordered some Chinese, and not thinking I'm going on other things in my head, I order a black powder chicken instead of the
No, you did that shit on purpose.
No, instead of the black pepper chicken, I ordered the black powder chicken.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So how was the powder?
It wasn't until he went, what? That I noticed what I'd done.
Jerry Patterson, the land commissioner, was the guy that actually wrote that bill about the black powder guns, or exempting them as a firearm.
Yep, he put the exception in. He also wrote the concealed handgun licensing bill too.
Yeah, I don't know how much I agree with that, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah. He probably just bent a couple ears, and I mean that was.
Yeah, he wants open carry. That was just to kind of play ball and get something passed.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I got an off the wall story for you here, Mark.
Step in the right direction. Yeah, go ahead, Phil.
I saw this and I had to bring it to your attention. I just couldn't. Your whole Starbucks and the open carry, and how they decided they were going to put up little signs on their windows, how no more open carry in our stores, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. Well, I've got another story that Starbucks decided they would just, I'm trying to cuss, stick it to people. Okay. In the UK, a bakery.
Wait, is this over and above their $5 a cups of coffee? I mean, a different way that they're trying to screw people now? Is that what
Exactly.
Okay.
But this takes it to a whole new level. This takes it way to a whole nother level. All right. Over in the UK, there's a bakery that created a duffin. Have you heard of the duffin?
Is that a muffin?
Donut muffin?
It's a donut. There's a muffin.
Boom.
with some fruit type preserves type
How
in
does
it.
that even work?
Now get this. They over in this bakery, they created the Duffin.
I think
Okay.
it's called a cake.
Now,
Yeah.
Starbucks decided that they created it, copyrighted the Duffin, and now this bakery who created it over in UK cannot make it anymore because they have copyrighted it.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I'm just gonna copyright every letter individually in Starbucks' name, and then just make them say they can't use their name anymore.
Let's try it.
I'm gonna copyright the croissant.
The croissant.
I did invent the question mark, so.
You did, yeah. Yeah, that Urban Dictionary is pretty fun to play with and getting some definitions in.
Yes. But anyway, I thought it was interesting how Starbucks yet again screwed over people.
That's almost as great as Apple copywriting a curved corner on an iPhone.
You cannot do this.
Have you heard of Samsung's new phone? It's got a curved case. I mean, a curved front. The glass is actually curved. Why? Why?
I don't know. Make it fit better in your palm.
They have no reason. They just did it. No reason.
Hey.
So instead of flat like this, it's curved like this.
Well, they're just playing with the new technology. That's still cool.
Really? Let me
swipe my phone.
Mine's curved. That's how.
It'll have cool uses. Think about it in the future. You're going to have your car dash, and it's going to like have a touch screen that wraps around over the top of the dash, so you can be like.
Well, sure, it'll
be
have
awesome.
Other cool.
Now that's a good idea. I don't know about the whole curved phone thing, but that's a good idea.
Think about the first person that made the wheel. He didn't have anything to put it on. He's sitting there rolling it around, and Jonathan would be like, "That's stupid. What are you
gonna do with that?
You gonna roll your wheels up the hill?
Fucking wheel. What do you call that? The wheel? Really? I'd have called it the.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You got to start with something."
Yeah.
I call it the roundy.
I mean, come on, a curved front. What are you gonna do with that? Seriously. What are you going to do with that?
Might be good to swipe with. I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's better to hold in your hand.
Yeah.
But other than that, take something right now and swipe it curved, and you're going to be like, that's just more of a it's a hassle.
Yeah, that's stupid. Hey, do we have any commercials left?
Yes.
Any stories left?
Well, I mean, I have some dumb ones, but that's what I do.
Well, where are we at? I don't know. I like turtles. We can roll out of this with some commercial and.
Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, and investment advisors won't talk to you about HOSE IRAs? They've been available since 1969, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of HOSE for your retirement. HOSE have outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have HOSE for your retirement, call 1-800-686-2237. Don't get left behind with rising inflation and low returns. Call 1-800-686-2237. Secure your future. Call 1-800-686-2237. Keep your pimp hand strong.
Sounds like a great investment.
Yes, I would like hose for my 401k.
I like to diversify, and I have hose in different area codes.
Very well played, sir. Very well played.
Thank you.
Today's broadcast was brought to you in part by Goldmine Barbecue in Denton, Texas. Get a good piece of meat while carrying your piece. Always 2A friendly. And by Oath Keepers. Reminding your fellow police, military, and first responders of their oath to the Constitution. And when you're out open carrying, to don't tase me, bro!
These egotistical terrorists that call themselves the government try to terrorize Americans. We are not sheep. We will not bow down. We the people will not follow. It's time for us to rise up and show the other people how. Let's grab our long rifles and open carry in public. Let us exercise our rights. We the people will fight for what we believe in. The Constitution is not a lie. It's our way of life. Stand stand up at DontComply.com.